Good morning, girls. And today we discuss about the subsistence theory of wages. According to this theory, this tends to keep a level that provides the workers only with the bare subsistence. Cypriots assumed that there was a natural law of population, according to which the wages of labor were kept at starvation limit. In the words afterwards, in every sort of occupation, it must come to pass, and in fact, it does come to pass that the wages of the artisans are limited to that which is necessary to procure him a subsistence. He earns no more than his living. If wages for a time rise above this level, is inevitably leads to an increase in the population and increased competition amongst the workers for employment causes wages to fall again. If wages fall below subsistence level, fewer children are born and malnutrition raises the death rate so that the competition for employment is reduced and wages tends to rise. Adam Smith worked out this conclusion more fully than the psychiatrists did, though Ricardo stated that the natural price of labor estimated in food and necessaries was not absolutely fixed and constant, but essentially depended on the habits and customs of the peoples. Yet he frequently adopted a mode of speaking similar to that of Torgot and the Cypriots. Wages are fixed and reduced to the lowest level by the extreme competition of workers, said Quesney, the greatest Cypriots who first put forward this theory. This law has been called the especially the in Germany Ricardo's Aryan or present law, but the fact is that Ricardo was aware that necessary limits of the wages was fixed by no iron law, but was determined by the local conditions and habits of each place and time. This lies combination of wages fund theory of Malthusian law of population. The main objections to this theory of wages are: number one, wages related to barest subsistence might have been true in 15th century France. France, it may be so today in some densely populated developing countries, but it was not true of England in the 19th century. During this century, real wages almost doubled in spite of an over of 2.5 times increase in population. The rising real wages did not lead to rise in the birth rate. It rather fall from 35% thousand in 1850 to 28.7 per thousand in 1900. Number two, this theory approaches the problem of wage determination entirely from the viewpoint of supply. The demand for the labor side is completely ignored. Rise in wages leading to an increased supply of workers may be balanced by increased demand for labor. What does the term subsistence level mean? This term is ambiguous. The concept of the bare minimum of human existence varies between one period and another. And fourth is this theory fails to explain differences in the wages of workers. Now, okay, girls.